Hi guys. So I'm going to share this encouraging dream with you. It was early morning and I went downtown and there was just a bunch of people there, and I went to the supervisor of this race and I asked her what team I was on. And I can't remember for the life of me what the name was, but it was something like Team Jesus or Team Heaven, something like that. And I found my team and I was just so excited to be a part of this team. So we started walking down the streets. It wasn't like a race, but we started walking and we come across these mentally disabled people, and they were just so excited and they were clapping their hands. They were in wheelchairs and just so happy and laughing and smiling. And then the next block was like a bunch of veterans that were missing limbs and in wheelchairs, and I remember seeing on their hats where it said veterans. And then the next block was like homeless people. And we were just handing out like these goodie bags and just going up to people and giving them hugs and kisses. And I looked down the street, and about a block away I saw the finish line. It was a big like red ribbon. So I knew that was the end. So this dream was about 6 months ago. So the encouraging part about it is it was that long ago. Maybe we're just like a half a block away now from the finish line. So the Lord just placed it upon my heart to share a couple Bible verses with you guys. Most of you guys know Matthew 25:35. There are 42 Bible verses about feeding the hungry. So we just know how important it is to the Lord that we reach out and help, the unfortunate. So Matthew 25 says, "For I was hungry and you gave me food. I was thirsty and you gave me drink. I was a stranger and you welcomed me." Proverbs 14, "Whoever oppresses a poor man insults his maker, but he who is generous to the needy honors him." Proverbs 19, "Whoever is generous to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will repay him for his deed." And the last one is Proverbs 22, "Whoever has a bountiful eye will be blessed, for he shares his bread with the poor." And then you guys know in Malachi 3:10, the Lord talks about tithing, and this is the only place in the Bible where it tells us to test him. 13 years ago when I moved to Montana, that was the first thing that the Lord put into my heart, was about tithing. And you guys, I started tithing even when I couldn't afford to, or thought I couldn't afford to. I stayed faithful to the Lord and gave him what I could. I am a true testimony. 12 years later, my income did a 10-time fold. I make 10 times more than what I did when I first started tithing. Hey guys, stop. Hey, stop it. Sorry, my dogs are playing. And then my dad, I talked to my dad about tithing, and he was on a railroad disability check, and he said he couldn't afford to tithe. And I said, "Dad, you can't afford not to tithe." So he decided he was going to start tithing, and he just thought that there's no way that he could make more money because it was the same amount every single month. 2-3 months later, he got a letter saying that the cost of living allowance, I think it is, it's called COLA, that his check was going to increase. So the Lord gave him back what he was tithing, plus a little bit more. And I know a lot of you guys are on Social Security and disability, but I want to tell you guys, God breathes life into us. He makes the sun go up and the sun go down and the earth rotate. And you guys, we can't afford not to tithe, and we gotta keep the faith and just know that the Lord will be faithful to us. And if we give, He will definitely give us back. I promise you guys, He will give back to you. He's proven Himself over and over in my life, especially with my finances. Even when I felt like I couldn't do it, I did it, and I always made my bills. I always was able to put food on the table. So another thing is, like what I wanted to talk to you guys about was, I know a lot of you guys are really hesitant about giving to like the homeless people that stand on the corners and hold up their signs and everything. And when I do my like monthly shopping trips and I go to the town next to us, I always pray to the Lord to put these people in front of me and give me a good feeling or a bad feeling, whether I should give to them or not, and whether I should just buy them a hamburger or most of the time, you guys, I give. I truly do. And just depending on what their sign says, what the Lord puts in my heart, when I open up my wallet, He kind of nudges me on whether to give them a $5 bill, a $10 bill, or even a $50 bill. And most of these people that I do give to, they start crying and they're so thankful and just like, God bless you. And they're just so overwhelmed that somebody reached out to them and, gave them with a giving heart. And I always feel so much better when I do give that to them. I just feel up with joy and happiness. And you guys, I'm not telling you to give just to give back. The feeling that you give when you help somebody is probably the best joy that you could possibly feel. It's just the most awesomest feeling. And if you guys don't feel comfortable with that, my heart has always been focused on children. And as you guys know, it shows it on TV all the time. There's so many great charities out there, like Feed the Children, Children's International, Love a Child. There's like pastors and stuff on YouTube that have orphanages in like the Philippines and Africa, and there's just so many great charities out there to give. So I want to just encourage you guys to take this to the Lord and ask Him to put people in front of you. Ask Him where you should give. Maybe after this video, you'll look up on the TV and there'll be a commercial about a charity, that He puts in your heart. I mean, He will definitely show you where to sow your seed, and I promise you guys, He will not fail you. He will come through and give it back to you, whether it's 2 times fold, 3 times fold, or 10 times fold. I promise you guys, He will give it back to you. So I'm just going to kind of leave it at that, and you guys just don't focus so much on the rapture and when we're going to get out of here. Just take it day by day. Stay close to the Lord. Do whatever you can for our brothers and sisters, and just know that the race is almost over. It truly, truly is, and we're almost to the finish line, and our rewards are stacking up in heaven. Don't think about your bank account here. Think about all the things that you're doing for the people that truly need your help, and God's stacking up your part in heaven. He's putting these gifts on the shelf, and He's just so excited to give us our gifts. And I just want you guys to stay encouraged, and I will let you guys go with that. So I hope you have a blessed day. Bye-bye.